Hi everyone, how are you? Welcome to the 6 outbound tactics you should be using, but you're not. Slightly different take on how we've done some of these 20-minute sessions, 20-minute training sessions in the past. Really excited to be bringing this to you in a much rawer format, make it a bit more impactful, hopefully, for all of you for listening in. Okay, so 6 outbound tactics you should be using, but you're not. And you should be. So why is this important to you now as a salesperson? Well, because we all know response rates are going down. They're going down the toilet, and we need to find smarter ways, alternative ways to create interest and create intrigue from our prospects. So that's what we're going to do today. Of course, my name is Mark McGuinness. I help companies and individuals to have more conversations with their ideal prospects without being a spammy Sammy. So someone that's reaching out and just regurgitating, talking all about them and really turning their prospects off. So that sales reps and companies can hold their heads up high whilst trying to start their conversations. So there's no need for us to be embarrassed about our desire to want to talk to prospective clients. We should be entering conversations as peers and being treated as peers. In order to do that, we must first be heard. And that's what today's session is all about. So this is a free 20-minute power training. And what we're going to do here is I'm going to share with you some really great tactics in 20 minutes or less, including this blurb. And then we'll have a Q&A immediately afterwards. So the way for me to stay on target is I deliver the content, deliver the skills to you, and then we'll have extended Q&A. So don't send anything through while I'm chatting. Let's wait till the end, and there'll be plenty of opportunities for me to answer as many questions as I can. So while I was building out these 6 outbound tactics, I actually found a whole bunch of others. So I've got about another 9 at least. So I think this is going to turn into a bit of an ebook or something like that. Some of these that I've shared here, some of these 6 are really easy to implement, and they're easy for you to do at scale, whereas some are much harder and take a bit more time. I've found these 6 skills, 6 tactics from across really broad areas, whether it be friends, clients, social acquaintances, colleagues, all sorts of places, Twitter, LinkedIn. So to them, I say, thanks for sharing your knowledge in the first place. I've either stolen them completely, I've adopted them, and in fact, some of these are actually my own. So it's true, not all of these will work for you. So you can't take all 6 of these. I doubt you'll be able to take all 6 of these and apply these. It's also true that some of these will work for you. Okay, so you need to figure out which ones they are. My challenge to you is to adopt those that will work for you, not those that are going to be the easiest to implement. Easy is rarely the right choice. Okay, let's get into the first piece. Let's jump in and let me share a couple of those strategies with you right now. So first up that I'm going to share with you is customized landing pages with customized prospect names in the URL. Really cool. It doesn't take long to set up, and it's probably perfect for those clients that have got a lifetime value of about 15,000 Australian dollars, 10,000 US. So let me share that. And if we come across here, let me just pull that down. So there's a product, a tool called Card, CARRD.co. And what that does is it allows you to build out a landing page or a web page really easily, even if you're like me, a nutty, and you can't build web pages. And this is really easy to build, people. So you just hover over these things and you can quickly make changes. So, we can see here, I can actually start, right? It's as easy as that. You just click on it and change things. So imagine you want to reach out to a high-level client or somebody that's worth some real value. You grab a picture of, from LinkedIn, you put their name there, you might put a little tag there, you tell them what you want to do, little highlight, what next? I've got, here's how you can contact me here, direct link to my email, direct link to my scheduler or my mobile phone number. And then in here, I've embedded a little video that just says, hey, this is why I think we should be chatting. So it takes about 20 minutes for me to build this. And again, I'm not super clever with this stuff, but this is what the URL looks like. So I've chosen video 4 because there's a video in here, but it could be message 4. It could be just their name, right? So
video for spammy Sammy. So imagine that's your name or your prospect's name, and you send them a URL saying, hey, you know, I want you to go and check this out. And it's markmcguinness.card.co or mrsprospect.card.co. As soon as they go there, they're going to see a picture of themselves, like a page built out for them. They're going to be going, okay, this is really interesting. So this is a bit like old Sales Navigator's Point Drive, but a bit cleverer. And we can probably send it with some other tools and figure out and get some analytics around whether people have visited it or not if we used it via Yesware or something like that. And so what I've done here is I've just embedded a video straight from YouTube, and you know, you can see I'm just holding up, you know, a picture of my prospect, which is Spammy Sammy in this case for the demo. Really cool, easy to do. Card, nothing, costs nothing to do. You can do 3 of these for nothing, or you can pay something like $19 a year to get 25. So, you know, well worth it. And I'm sure you can just duplicate some of these, change the face, change the name, send it out. Really easy to do. Great way to get some great prospecting out to many, many people. Suitable for those high-end clients. Okay, what about something a bit faster? This is another one I like a lot, called Personalised Image Marketing. James Watson here was the guy that put this onto me. And what I like to use this here is I just get in PowerPoint and I've created like a little image template that looks like this, right? And so, you know, I've just mocked this up myself, got a whiteboard, got a text, and I go, when somebody connects with me, I go to their LinkedIn page, right click on their photo, then drop that in here, and then create a little, hey, thanks for connecting message. Then I just snip that as a little screenshot and then drop that into the message with my new connections. And I'm getting great amounts of responses from this. You know, for example, if you wanted to drive people to this webinar, okay, then I could just be sending them this message. Hey, James, thanks for the connection. You know, I notice you're also in sales. You know, I've got a webinar this Friday that you might be interested in. Would you like a link to join us? Either way, thanks for the ad, right? And you're going to stand out. It takes nothing to do this. When you've built out a template like that, you know, I'm getting great responses from people who I would think would normally not be very responsive on LinkedIn. So that's the second one. The third one that I want to share with you today is text message. And you're going to say, well, Mark, you've probably shared this stuff with us before, but I'm sharing this with you because nobody's doing it and you're all insane. And I want to show you how to do that. So let's get that. Oh, look, that's what the Sammy Spammy looks like on mobile phone. It looks awesome, doesn't it? Okay, let's get out of there. So let's say I want to send a text message as part of my cold outreach. So let's say to Dean, I've sent Dean a email. Let's say I've called Dean. I might have left him a voice message and he hasn't picked up. So I then send him a text message. How do I send him a text message without coming across as super spammy, right? Hey, Dean, completely understand you're not picking up from a number you don't know. Please see my contact card. Excuse me. Looking to connect in the next day or two, Mark. So you use the fact that he hasn't picked up as a way to get into his text message. Now, we know that text message is a 98% read rate, which is massive. So Dean's very likely to see this. And then all I do is I attach my own contact card, which I've created earlier. And basically all you do is I get my own photo, I create my own business name, I put my contact details in there, my website, my office location, all those things, as well as, and I also put my, where are they? My socials in there, Twitter and LinkedIn, so that they can see where those are. Okay, and then I send that contact card to Dean as part of that text message. So then I'm in his phone. Again, this is a really soft way, but a great way to create a high level of difference compared to lots of other people that are prospecting out there. What about text messages for follow-up? So if I've sent Aaron an email, for example, and he hasn't responded, hey, Aaron, just want to make sure you received the email I sent on Tuesday with the subject line XYZ and ABC. Can I ask for you to have a look at that? Thanks, Mark. Really easy, just send these texts like this. You'll get great responses and it breaks away from just the telephone and the email, and it helps you do a triple, which means you're going to be significantly more likely someone's going to answer and respond, which is great news. So they're the first three. What I did want to do is just pause for a second and say, you know, if you're in a position right now where you're really focusing on trying to build out good, solid pipeline, a couple of things I want to recommend for you. First of all, if you haven't got yourself a copy of Tactical Pipeline Growth, go to my website, markmc.co. You can now get an electronic copy, so an ebook of all of this direct from the website, and it comes complete with the audio book. So you get the audio file and the PDF and all the templates for $10 US, which is about $13.50 Australian. You just click go with PayPal and you get that straight away. So if you want to build out a pipeline system, grab that book. I'm really proud of it, and it's been helping lots and lots of sellers and getting great reviews. If you need something a bit more hands-on, 19th of April, I'm starting my next POW, Prospecting Outbound Workshop. Okay, my next POW course. Hit me up via DM. Let's get on it. We're going to start on the 19th of April. I'll take you through step by step how to build out all of the messaging systems, all that sort of thing that you need to do so that you can book more meetings, have more conversations with your ideal client. So if that's something that you need to be pressing the button on, then let's get stuck into that, and I'll be more than happy to help you out. Okay, so we've got the first three out of the way. We now need to go to number 4. So let's go back into, LinkedIn. So let's go to home. So when you're on LinkedIn, you'll know that people come and view your profile all the time, right? So sometimes you get views from people who are your perfect prospect that you're connected to, or the people that you want to restart a conversation with. That's not unusual. Okay, and then how do you use these as an opportunity to reach out? So assuming you're already connected with somebody, you can do this if you're not already connected with somebody, but let's just stick with a connection piece for now. So I'm going to use Joe because I've already been swapping messages with him a couple of times about this strategy earlier today. So basically, all you need to do is go to message function, okay, and then in here, you can see Joe's actually sent one. I sent one to him and he sent one back. So all you do is go GIF, okay, and then type in peekaboo, okay, and then select whichever one of those GIFs is going to suit you, and then send that to Joe with a message. So I like to send the meerkat one, and as you can see, I've sent the meerkat and he's given me a thumbs up, and then he's actually sent me the meerkat back saying, hey, I can see that you're looking at my profile. So it started a bit of a communication, but it's a great way to do that. You can scale this thing, you can do it in 2 seconds, add a little message. It's great fun. People start having a conversation with you. It's a great way to figure out how to use that. People have been viewing my profile. How am I going to get that working? All right, next one, we're going back to the phone for touch number 5. So again, this one's relatively well known, but again, underused. So good old voicemail on text, voice message on LinkedIn. So let's assume that, again, you need to be connected to do this, but all you need to do is hold that little button. You see the microphone down the bottom. Okay, we just hold that and you can see that comes up and it'll start recording for us straight away. We record a message and as soon as we release, it'll send. We also get the opportunity to cancel, which I'll do in that instance. But I'm not getting very many voice messages, I can tell you. And the ones that I'm listening to, and the other people that are getting voice messages that I'm talking to are telling me they're listening to all of them. So it's a great way, it's an easy way to stand out. You know, if you're already connected with people, shoot them a LinkedIn voice message, even if you're just going to steer them back to an email that you sent them a couple of days ago, or to something that you sent, you know, whatever the case may be. So it's a really cool tool that you can use that's simple and easy, and it's going to make you stand out in several ways with your prospects. Okay, so that's 5. So now we're up to 6. Okay, so let me share with you the next one. So basically what the theory here is we create our own personalized GIF. So let's say we've sent a email and they haven't responded. So lots of people are just responding to their email, replying to the email that they haven't responded to and saying something like thoughts or you haven't got back to me or whatever. What else could we do? Well, we could create a little personal GIF and just send it with thoughts. So let's say I've sent this email to my prospect. In this case, I've just used myself as an example. And then we respond with a GIF that says, hey, check out the email down there, dude. And you go, thoughts, you know, simple as that. Okay, really easy way to stand out, because it's all you do is create your own personal GIF and then put that in there. How do you do that? Okay, let me share this with you. So all you need to do is go to something like Vidyard. So Vidyard's the tool that I use in this instance. Of course, I'm a big fan of Bonjoro as well. And we go to the camera. So we'll start recording. And then when it hits 4, we need to do something that's going to work for us. So let's do something a bit different. Let's go side to side. So we just do that for 2 or 3 seconds, press stop. Okay, and then let Vidyard do their stuff, and they're going to automatically create a couple of different thumbnails for us to put a video inside our email. Okay, and just wait for that to load up. Okay, so then we want the thumbnail that's got us animated. Then you go over here, it says copy link, but you want to go next to that, copy link and thumbnail. We copy that, and then we just post that into our email, and there we go. People are going to get that little animated GIF clearly from me saying whatever. And we could even use that holding up a piece of paper that had their photo on it, for example. One of the other really cool things that I wanted to share here as well is that inside Vidyard, you can actually go straight to social from here. Okay, and instead of sending our meerkat, which was our hello, we could create our own GIF like this, our own peekaboo, and share it as a private message, you know, and go peekaboo, and then find which Joe we wanted to send it to and then send it away. Easy as that. So a couple of really great strategies there, 6 great strategies there, whether you've got high value clients and you want to spend a little bit more time generating that stuff, or you just need to send out some follow-up emails in a way that's going to get people smiling and get some response rates, or you need to find another way to reach out because they're ghosting you. So things like LinkedIn voice message or something like that. So there's a couple of really good ideas there. What I want you to do is make sure that you implement some of these strategies. I know that email and telephone are blocked. It's hard for us to get through on those channels. It's not going to get any easier. So we need to figure out some great ways to be creative. You know, selling can be fun. We can have a good time. We can make our prospects laugh. You know, it doesn't matter how big the organization is. At the end of the day, it's people selling to people. So let's keep that human piece inside of our outreach and have a bit of fun. All right, so that's it for this one. Let's get into the Q&A, and we'll answer some of those questions for you. Cool, bye.